Good afternoon. It's the weekend, so I figured might as well go grocery shopping. And what better way to go grocery shopping than having someone help us, like we did a few days ago. So here we are with streaming milk outside a bag of milk outside a bag of milk. We'll see what happens. As far as I know, this continues off of directly from what happened in the first game. And as far as I remember, we got home, we got milk, we confronted mom, and we got traumatized a bit. Well, a bit more than a bit, but here we are, and we'll see what happens. I know that this game was like an indie. Well, we'll see. Damn, that was intense even for just an opening cutscene. But yeah, that pretty much sums up what happened from the first game, I guess. We got milk, we spilled our spaghetti, and here we are now. So I know that the original game was like supposed to be an indie visual novel type of game, but it looks like this one has way crazier of a budget than the last one, judging from that opening cutscene. So we'll see what happens, I guess. I'm walking to my room, trying not to look around. Playful shadows dance around me here and there. They dash all over the walls, the ceiling. Yeah, here we are getting milked up. One of those shadows whizzes past me, touching my face ever so slightly. I smile and continue walking, paying it no mind. Sometimes it's so easy to lose self-control and track of time, spinning in a joyful dance. But I'm in a bit of a hurry here. Mom told me to go to bed. I walk past the kitchen on the way to my room. The door is shut, but I can still feel the chilling air coming from the other side. My first thought is that there's a living corpse blowing into the keyhole, laughing mockingly. Wait, we're just going Straight to our bedroom. Why are we having a mental breakdown? Is it because we just met up with mom or something? That's so silly. I'm absolutely sure we have no corpses in our kitchen. I know for sure that we've never had any corpses in our kitchen. I'm absolutely sure that. Are you sure that you never had any corpses in your kitchen? Are you really, really sure? Sure you don't want to double check? I break into a run and dash toward the closed door. The shadows intensify their chaotic dance. Are they trying to stop me or calm down? I don't know. It doesn't matter right now, don't you get it? I wave my hands around as I run, trying to chase away my annoying pursuers. But then I suddenly realize that I won't be able to stop in time. I've got no other choice but to break the door now. If there's somebody inside, I'll surely scare them to death. Well, wait, how can I scare to death someone who's already dead? What if it actually revives them? No, 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 I don't want it, that. What do I do? I mean, if you've ever been, if it's ever been late at night when you were a kid, I think anyone can relate to running away from the shadows, before they catch you, especially if you're running up some stairs right when the lights go out. I couldn't fully complete my thought when my shoulder hit the door and it flew open. Oh, jeez. The heck, you're strong. Breaking down a door like, whoa. As I expected, there was no living corpse inside, but there was a bag of milk I bought today, sitting right in the middle of the table, watching me with its unblinking eyes. I stare back. Nothing happens. I think the bag of milk will win in a staring contest against yourself. But what do I know? I've never been in a staring contest with a bag of milk yet. Although, what exactly did I expect? Gratitude? Have I done something that warranted it? A bag of milk probably doesn't care whether it's on the shelf in a store or on the table in my mom's kitchen. Hey, you don't know that. A bag of milk could have feelings too. On the other hand, nobody would drink milk inside the store, which means I took it from the safest place in the world into the scary unknown. I'm so sorry, you poor thing. See? How can you say that a bag of milk won't care about what you say, but here you are apologizing to it? You gotta choose one side or the other. It can't be both. I turn away in shame and leave the room in a hurry. I only bring others trouble. I walk toward my room through a narrow corridor. It's mom. Mom's looking a bit sus. I meet a familiar formless creature at the door. It locks me in its clutches and starts sniffing every inch of my body, like a hungry dog. Oh my god, this music's intense, jeez. Is this is this how we're supposed to feel every time we see mom? I I'm not struggling. I know it's useless. Oh my god, I just realized that I don't have my audio on right now, probably. So you can't hear anything. Uh, Let me see if that does anything. Sorry for like the audio jump scare. This is the second time I've done this, Jesus Christ. Uh, so hopefully if anyone is here and watching, you can tell me that the audio is being picked up. And if it's too loud, please let me know. But it should be on right now, hopefully. Jeez, mom, that's some grip you got on my arm there. After sniffing me from head to toe, the creature holds out its ugly paws, barring a single claw, thin and sharp, like a blade. Actually, dang, this is loud even for me. I'm gonna turn down just a bit. Again? I stare questioningly into the monster's bottomless eye sockets. Well, calling mom a monster is is pretty. It's a bit extreme, isn't it? I mean, I don't know what you've been through, but just going off first impression. The creature squeezes my hand till my veins start bulging. and I just keep staring into the black cavities where its eyes should be, ignoring all pain. I've promised so many times. Stay put. Oh, jeez. The moment it says that, its claw pierces my arm. I don't feel anything other than the barely discernible crawling under my skin, and the ring of tightly sprung sinews. But then, the claw injects its venom into me. It hurts. A white veil appears in front of my eyes. My fingers cramp and start twitching frantically. I start to lose control over my body and slowly slide to the floor. Just like last time, but... What? Why do I feel so hot? I feel my blood boiling up, strong shivers run through my body, paralyzing every single cell. My veins and arteries heat up, almost bursting from that pressure. This is why you shouldn't do drugs. Or do drugs. Do the right drugs. Oh, kill me. Kill me. Hysterical screams resound through the corridor. In a fit of madness, the creature starts scratching my neck. Bright splashes fly everywhere, hitting the walls with a loud sound. I try to imprint where every drop fell in my memory, so I could gather them all later. I need to remember I need... A new wave of pain washes over me. Everything turns pitch black in an instant. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. That's the moral of this game right there. See? We can end it right here. Never drink milk. I say it. I'll never drink milk again. Say it again. I'll never drink milk ever again. I'll never drink milk ever again. Milk is actually bad for you. See, this is what happens when you drink milk and don't take your meds. Jeez. That was the opening cut. See, oh, that was the opening scene. That was intense. I mean, technically that's indoors. I finally get to my room. I'm so tired of all this fuss. Thankfully, I still feel comfy and warm in my room. Even the weird sounds coming from the outside don't make me anxious at all. Mom told me to go to bed, so I need to perform all the needed preparations. I've washed my face, and now I'm standing in front of the mirror with a toothbrush in my mouth. I look at my reflection. It shows absolutely no desire to sleep. Yeah, I get how you feel. And there was that time, in the last minutes before I sleep, were my favorite time of the day. I loved anticipating the inevitable moment the reality and the dream world would clash. I woke up for that moment's sake, lived through the day for it. My biggest dream was to sleep all day long. It would have been so cool. But the dreams always slowly but surely slipped away. As if somebody fished them out of my head, one after another, till nothing was left. And now I have to sleep again, even though I don't feel any need for it. That's anyone, whoever needs to sleep at a normal time, but ends up sleeping at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Ah, there we go, see? If we took that instead of the milk, we never would have had to deal with Mom and the... Oh! So, it looks like, I guess... I mean, I could be totally wrong here, but we took the milk from the store, brought it to our room, drank it, and then Mom got pissed and told us to stop drinking milk. Milk's a big deal, you know? A really big deal. After finishing with my face, I usually reach out for my pills. It's funny, but I have no idea how they work, separately since I always swallow them as a bunch without thinking. Now I want to have a better look at it, to twirl it between my fingers to chew on it. I'd do anything to stall for just a little bit more time. A smooth, protruded red capsule is looking at me. It's covered in a murky, semi-transparent film, but I can still discern its contents. So what do we have inside you? Um... I'd be a bit worried if you don't know what kind of meds you're taking. I mean, granted, you should be taking your meds, but you should know what kind of meds you're taking. I gently press on the capsule from both sides. To my surprise, it turns out to be soft and squishy. Soft and squishy? Oh, the pill box is soft and squishy, not the pill it's... Wait, right? I press harder and the capsule pops. Sticky, bright, red liquid pours out. Filthy, filthy. Pill flies straight to the waste bin. I start rigorously washing my hands. No, there's no way I'm drinking that. If your pills are like squishy and this weird like that, maybe you shouldn't be drinking that. Those sound like expired pills. Is that a thing? Expired pills? Expired meds? Next was a flat pill. The same... Oh, there we go. Of the same blood red color. There were some letters printed on it. Oh, I get it. This is the medicine that makes me really sleepy. But it's not the type of sleep I want. That's not it at all. It's fake. No, 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 no. I don't want to even look at it. The pill flies into the waste bin as well. 10 points. The next half an hour goes by in a similar fashion. I study every pill from all sides. Then I find a reason not to swallow it. I invent my own medicine instead, and enjoy swallowing them one after another, letting myself drown in their healing effects. Self-medication? Sure, why not? It's not like, you know, we're hallucinating mom in some Cthulhu-like form and struggling to deal with walking down our hallway in our own home, right? No, it's fine. Hey, my neck doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my hand doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my head doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my heart doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my eyes don't hurt anymore. Maybe we shouldn't be taking our meds. It sounds like we're getting, you know, not hurt from not taking our meds. How come I didn't think of it this earlier? This is so simple. I need to brag about it to someone right away. But not to my mom, she'll just scold me. And she's sure I'm already sleeping anyway. I don't want to disturb her without reason. I'll think of something myself. Besides, I just really want small talk. I wonder, who's going to be my conversation partner? Hey. I think that's us. You know, our subconscious on a deep level. Hey, long time no see. I mean, I was always here. I was the voice in your head. You know we're only supposed to meet once per day, right? Why does your voice sound so grim? Naturally, I've read the manual. Judging by the pictures, the overdose, the side effects are usually are usually headaches, dizziness, exhaustion. Basically nothing I can't handle by myself. After all, now I know how to do it. I mean, yeah, you've kind of been sidestepping our question here. Aren't you even a little bit happy? Not even the slightest bit? I mean, I'm exhausted after just walking down the hallway and meeting mom and trying to brush my teeth. Like, if that doesn't exhaust you, I don't know what will. That's not true. Yeah, you need to go to bed. No, you've been in control for way too long already, and it's my turn now, alright? I'll just stay silent until the medicine's effects wear off. How about that? Hey, you can't do that. You need to do your best to make me feel better. How can I do my best to make you feel better if you can't do your best to make yourself feel better? That's the real question. That's exactly what I'm doing. What a bully. Uh, how can it's I can't be a bully if you're worried about being a bully. I'm literally you. For real, for real. Actually, why am I even worried about this? In reality, I don't need you at all. Hmm? I'm so energetic and I feel great, which means I can do anything, and you can only watch and agonize over your useless. Hey, not useless. I mean, we're self-introspecting right now. The fact that you're even talking to me means that I have some use. I can imagine how angry you are right now. I'm actually so... I'm beside myself right now, you know? By the way, you're the one that's used... That's pushing a bit and pathetic. Uh, don't even try ruining my mood. I want to have fun when we're together, okay? So you're the one calling the shots now. Mm-hmm. Well, let's see how long you can last then. Well, we'll see, yeah. Am I really that pathetic? I don't think you're pathetic, but that's something that you really have to deal with on your own. Like, you can only deal with how other people perceive yourself to see you with how you see yourself, really. But I can't give you that answer. Say something. I can feel tears streaming down my cheeks, hanging from my chin and then falling on my clothes, burning holes in them. That was fast, but not unexpected. Yeah, at least I tried. Go wash your face, then we'll decide what to do with you. Didn't we just brush our teeth? You brush your teeth while washing your face? That's weird. I'm in front of a mirror again. I keep staring in my reflection, trying not to get distracted by the sneery looks the walls are giving me, trying not to drown in their giggling. But then, me in the mirror also shows me a creepy smile, bares her teeth at me. I shut my eyes, but that doesn't help. It wouldn't have helped even if I'd sunk through the floor. I start counting in my mind. 2 squared, 2 by 2 squared, a square squared, a square pyramid squared, a pyramidal structure cubed, a pyramidal structure hypercubed. I feel better. Whoa. Alright. Low-key, anyone who tries to do math in their head to feel better is a bit weird, but you know, whatever you do, whatever helps you cope, I guess. But my head is splitting apart now. See, this is pure proof right here that anyone who tries to do math will have their head explode. How do you feel now? You're mocking me, right? I'm obligated to ask you this at least a couple of times per session. A session, huh? You don't like that word? I'm fine. No, you're not. You can convince yourself that you're fine, but what you say and how you feel are two totally different things. I don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready to. I was sure I'd be able to change something. After all, I was able to buy milk, you know? That's true. There's only a handful of people in the world that can successfully buy milk while spilling their spaghetti, and you are definitely one of them. Yeah, you ought to know how challenging it was. I do know. I mean, we were there together. I saw you buy milk. I saw you struggle to talk to someone, and with the cashier. But is that why you threw away the medicine? Threw away your medicine because you managed to talk to someone in a store after buying milk, which you then drank, and then mom yelled at you for it. So you saw this as a victory and decided to throw away your meds as proof that you don't need medicine to function in the real world. Yeah, sounds about right. What a stupid decision, right? Well, whatever it was your decision after all. I mean, you chose this. Does it even matter? Well, what do you think? I can't be sure about anything, and you don't take me seriously anyways. How can I take you seriously if you don't take yourself seriously is the question. So why did you do that then? I feel like I'd be able to fight it on my own. It's true, the pain subsided for a bit at that time, but now I feel it triple in force. It hurts so bad. Well, you know what to do. Dejected, I reach out for the shelf with my medicine. I swallow the pills one after another, chasing away the unpleasant visions that keep floating up in my memory. And yet, my mind still draws a terrifying picture. Lumps of coagulated blood and transparent coating traveling down my esophagus, scratching its soft walls, leaving behind furrows. I shake my head violently. I don't care if it makes me feel dizzy or worsen my pain. I just don't want to think about something so repulsive. You still haven't changed. Well, hey, medicine, the effects don't kick in immediately, okay? You need a couple of minutes, maybe a couple of hours for effects to show you now. You gotta give her the benefit of the doubt. What do you mean? You're afraid of being alone. This worries you much more than pain. Yeah, I guess. I toss the last pill into the air and catch it with my mouth. So, maybe she's, avoiding trying to take her. No, I don't know who we are yet, but I feel like she's desperately trying to at least cope with some of the trauma that she's been dealing with through her life by talking to us, whoever we are. And maybe the medicine, even though it's supposed to be, good for her, she obviously doesn't see it that way. And I have no idea what these effects will be, but we didn't say that we'd stop talking to her if she took her meds. But being alone feels like it'd be a lot more harder to deal with than whatever the pain is with having to take her meds. I mean, I'm like I said, I could be completely wrong here, but that's what I'm picking up from this so far. I lie on the floor. I look at the ceiling. I can clearly hear water running the metal pipes up there. I hear the cracking of concrete blocks that will surely someday fall on my head. I mean, it's just gonna crack open and there's nothing there. No thoughts, head empty. But I'm not afraid of that at all. I can't imagine my death coming from above. Rather, it's rearing its claws from somewhere below, waiting for me to lose focus. Want to talk about it? No, I've had enough of talking. Okay, so all of a sudden here you are saying you're done with talking, that you don't want to be alone. But the one time that we actually try to goad you into talking, you just don't feel like it after all we've been through too. Whatever you say, here you are with your own thoughts. Well, what do you want then? I just want to lie down for a bit. Well, take all the time you need, I guess. No, between you and me, I know you're here trying to concentrate, but even if the ceiling is bound to collapse, it's not gonna be today. Can you stay silent, please? Oh, okay, jeez. I need to get my thoughts in order. Fine, jeez. You do you. I carefully extract my thoughts that are yet to be fully formed from my head and lay them out on the ceiling in orderly rows. Now it's my cork board. In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them off with my hand, annoyed, and start over. I can't do it. You can always imagine your thoughts as something small and swarming, like cockroaches. You know, if I were to imagine my thoughts as physical objects, I don't think I'd turn to cockroaches as my first form of physical entities. Ugh, I hate cockroaches. Can I make them fireflies? I don't mind either way. It's your thoughts. I don't even have time to blink before my thoughts, they're fireflies now, start whirling all over the ceiling of their own accord, forming whimsical patterns. I can only observe them and wait for the right moment. It's just that moment doesn't come. Honestly, I think that anyone who's trying to fall asleep in the night can probably relate to this, where you're just trying to focus on one thing, but all the shortcomings of the day or through the week just keep piling through your head. You can't even focus on anything. The mocking sounds of flapping wings coming from the ceiling make me start losing my patience. Enough! I hate you. When you hate your own thoughts? What? I sprint to my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The fireflies scatter. Well, good job, I guess. Now start over. No way. Unstable behavior makes you look bad. I don't give a damn. So that doesn't bother you? Should it? I think everyone has intrusive thoughts, you know, but how you deal with them is the most important factor. It doesn't matter what kind of thoughts they are, it's how you manage to compartmentalize those thoughts into something that you can learn from yourself. And obviously, people have really bad thoughts sometimes, whether that's for themselves or towards other people. But just because you think of those things doesn't necessarily mean that you're a bad person, you know? So, no. A lot of people act like this. Really? There's nothing shameful for snapping at someone if you have a reason for that. You did have a reason, didn't you? You'll surely get better, believe me. And now, start over. You're at it again. What do you mean? Never mind. And I've changed my mind anyway. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help. Fine. I mean, we were always gonna be here to begin with, whether you wanted us to be quiet or not. It's really up to you. I raised my eyes to look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all my fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them. I glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide here. It could be anywhere. Suddenly, I hear a deafening rumble. The clock just hit midnight. It's so late already, but I can't just go to bed right now. Will you help me? Please, tell me you'll help me. Come on, stop bullying me. You promised to talk to me. What were you thinking while lying on the floor? I mean, you had a lot of time to gather your fireflies for yourself, so... What do you mean? You should know it better than anyone else. That's the thing, I have no idea. This is weird. I mean, it's true. You never told us, you just wanted us to be quiet. So... will you tell me? I roll my sleeves and start rubbing my eyes intensely. They're so itchy. Why are you crying? Shh. Oh jeez, what's going on? Yeah, just we were having a nice conversation and suddenly I don't know, something these can't be intrusive thoughts or anything like that, can they? Did you bring milk? Did you bring milk? I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, will my eyes stop itching? That's one way to deal with itchy eyes, I guess. It wouldn't be my first choice of remedy, but sure. I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, all my eyelashes one after another, if I tear out all of my eyelashes one after another. What have you done? I need to gather the glass, and then I need to have a bath, and then just have some milk. Oh! No, the meds didn't just kick in because we maybe it was the meds. We tossed the meds at first, and then we took the meds, so maybe those edibles were shit after all. Who'd have thought? I stand in the middle of the room, my mouth agape, gasping for air. I think I just experienced death. I don't know any other way to explain what happened. I don't think she OD'd on them because those were her prescribed meds, or at least I assume they were. But I guess I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that that's what she has to deal with every time she has to take them. Well, that was surely something. Yeah, that was. I guess we'll just ignore that. Sure. About what? Let's look for the fireflies instead. Yeah, it's. You're kind of acting a bit odd for the fact that you just experienced death, you know? Help me instead of running your mouth. I've already had enough adventures before bed. I'll need to gather my thoughts quickly and go to bed. And my thoughts are hiding from me. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. They said like they were too small or like they're hiding somewhere in your room. I don't want to know where to look. Me neither. I guess we'll just have to tear the whole place apart. No, 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 no. If I make even the smallest of messes here, I'll feel really bad. That wasn't the best suggestion we could have given her actually, you know, but hey, sure. All the things should stay in their places and that's it. Why? I mean, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I don't, and I won't. Alright then, so we need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside a mountain of junk without moving anything, even an inch. Yep. My oh my. I have an idea. Alright, go for it. I mean, I would have no idea where to start with that requirement, but if you got ideas, go ahead and shoot, I guess. Last time, becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now, I want to become a point-and-click adventure game character. Hey, now we're getting somewhere. I mean, we haven't really been getting anywhere with, you know, being a visual novel character right now and all, so I guess we can try something new and see what happens. You know, those games have moments when you just look at different objects and something inevitably happens. It sounds so fun. And what about the things you use regularly? Do you refuse to touch them as well? But make it even more interesting. This is so childish. It's not childish at all. Come on. Whatever you have to imagine yourself in whatever scenario you have to deal with to help with whatever you have to get through the day, you know, if it works for you, then it works for you. And you want to know what the best part is? You'll be the one doing... Wait, what? Me? Why should we be the ones to have to help you search for your fireflies in your apartment in your own room? Oh no. Oh yes. I start panicking as soon as I get in a multiple choice situation. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen? Well, what about us? What if I, like, have mental breakdowns every time you give me a choice? You ever give that any thoughts? Come on now. You're such a handful. You've already proven that you're able to make decisions. Why continue on that road? Why not continue on that road? Come on, don't be so boring. I was just teasing you, you know? It was only a jest, JK. It was just a prank in Minecraft. You don't have to bear the whole burden. Asking for help is a reasonable decision too. Let's begin already. That's true, you know. Even though you did ask us to do all of the heavy lifting, the fact that you opened up to us for help proves that you're, you know, we're getting somewhere. I go to the middle of the room and look around. Where would I hide if I were a tiny firefly? Ah, this is so thrilling. My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation. Hey. What? Look down. I look down. After a moment, a small ball of light and warmth crawls from underneath my sweater. Wowie! Hey, that's convenient. There you go. There's smoke coming from your clothes. Whatever. Maybe the real thoughts and fireflies were the friends we made along the way, you know? I carefully grabbed the firefly. It's pleasantly scorching to the touch. Scorching? Uh, I don't know if something can be pleasantly scorching at the same time. I mean, I've never had a firefly land on my finger, so I wouldn't know, but that's just my 2 cents guess. I put it on my shoulder. I'm sorry, little guy. Time to come home now. As if it was an order, the firefly slowly drifts up, circles around my head for a bit, then flies into my ear with the speed of a bullet. It tickles. One down. Let's look for the others. Yep. Scorching. So, the scorching, pleasant feeling just went straight into my head? Sure. Well, oh. Start with the toothbrush, I guess. I turn my eyes toward an inconspicuous shelf near the mirror. There's a glass with a toothbrush sitting on it. A small towel is hanging nearby. What a wonderful sight. My fireflies are smart and good. They would never get in there. They know about personal hygiene. Alright, well, let's go look somewhere else, I guess. Just saying, you give us the choice. And you're saying they don't have to be there. Let's try cupboard then? I tilt my head backwards and almost fall over. The closet. I just realized, oh my god, is this her room? Jeez. I mean, I know you don't want to like mess with anything. Like, take it from someone who used to have a room similar to this, you know? It's, yeah, you know, you don't want to clean it up because it's a bother and you know where everything is, but having a clean room is the first step to being productive and progressing through something in your life, you know? People have said this before, but a clean room is a healthy mind, or I probably just butchered that, you know? But I don't know, I feel a lot better after cleaning my room, and maybe she would be too. Though I get her reluctance to not want to mess with anything. The closet is hanging under the ceiling, at least 300 feet off the floor. Wait, that's your closet? It's a weird closet. I thought it was a cupboard. Are you joking? Even though it's my room, not everything here is for me to use. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care at all. Like, totally. And I'm definitely not worried. Not even the littlest bit. Not even a smidgen of the littlest bit. Oh no, all this denying makes me think otherwise, that you do slightly care a bit. Not even for 1,000%. That's how much I don't care. Hey, I'm not even done telling you how much I don't care. Alright, from this moment on, I'm ignoring you. Oh no, you don't. Then act normal. You can't. We're just gonna leave it at that. We're not even gonna search it. Alright. Whatever you say. Oh, hold on. Water break. Well, I say water break, but all I have close by me is milk tea, so it's good enough, I guess. Your usual notebook pages glued to the wall with duct tape. Numbers are drawn on them. It's the only kind of information I can take in without trouble. Dosage and side effects? Oh, it's... it's for that, huh? Yeah. I thought you know them by heart. Yeah. This isn't your handwriting, is it? Oh. Is it Mom's? Or the doctor who prescribed it? Of course it's not. Oh, okay, yeah. Guess we know now. Shaky broken lines, ugly numbers. It's not writing. It's more like claw marks. Don't forget to thank your mom. I don't need your advice. My screen makes the pages rustle restlessly. After a moment, a firefly appears from underneath one of them. After looking around in a businesslike manner, it takes off into a businesslike flight and ends up entering my businesslike ear. Hey, let's continue searching. I mean, we're not even gonna acknowledge the fact that you found a firefly? You're welcome, I guess. Jeez. Right. Insects enjoy pollinating flowers and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess. Pollinating? Wait. I thought... Oh, I guess bees technically do pollinate flowers, but insects? All insects? I get close to the flower and shell. Oh, God. I get close to the flower. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk anymore. I get close to the flower shelf. I sniff around. The leaves smell of dust and cardboard and death. You know those plants are long dead, right? I'm not sure a dead plant will be able to attract any insects. Well, we kind of don't have any choice around here, you know. Still, you're right. Let's continue searching. And why don't you just throw them out? Get a cactus, you know? I don't know much about plants, but one thing I do know is that if you can't take care of plants, but you want a plant, get a cactus. Weren't you listening to me at all? We were listening. I just ignored it. What about... Oh, I want to, but... you know, it's so... The jokes write themselves, but we'll be better people than that, you know? Let's go click the alarm. I look at the alarm clock. Time continues its unstoppable flow. It's so late. Are you tired? We're gonna be better people than that. For now. We'll get there when we get there, you know? You bet I am. I let out a theatric yawn and hold out my arms to the sides. 1, 2, then I raise them above my head. 3, 4. Maybe a little workout will help me freshen up. Good idea. Do you remember the exercises you've been taught? I think so. I take a hesitant stance. What was it? Heels together, toes apart? You know, this is some really ominous music for some cheery workout. Whatever, I'll go with that. Countdown 5 minutes. Fine. You have an alarm clock right in front of you, though. I can't look at its hands for too long. At first, I feel like they start moving in the wrong direction, and then they disappear altogether. And then things always get messy. Messy? What would, what can you possibly do looking at an alarm clock where things could get messy? Last time, I saw a pair of eyes on the clock face. Well, yeah, obviously there'd be. It's a face. And also, I used to hear voices back in the day. They pleaded for help, I think. What a mess. Truly a mess. It was a mess, right? A mess. I mean, I'm not sure I would constitute a face and voices from an alarm clock as being a mess, but whatever definition floats your boat, I guess. Well, are you counting down? Oh my god, finally. Hey, stop reminiscing about the past. Just do what you need to do. What do you mean? I was trying to get through to you for half an hour. That was half an hour? Wow, time really flies. Forget it. Do you see the firefly? No. Well, let's continue searching then. See, this proves that exercise is pointless and useless, and you should never exercise ever. Couldn't even find a firefly. Ugh. Alright, one more. I can dig it. Let's go with that. Try the AC. I look up toward a very high place under my ceiling. Spoken like a true American? Yeah, let me grab my burger and my, I don't know, what else do Americans do? My SUV. And my exercise will be pressing my foot against the pedal at 200 miles per hour. Oh well. What happened? Fireflies can't be friends with cockroaches. We'd look somewhere else. We'd better look somewhere else. Yeah, maybe we'll find some fireflies in Walmart. They have everything at Walmart. Why would cockroaches be there? Have you forgotten? You were the one who told me to think of my thoughts as cockroaches. Are we looking for cockroaches or fireflies now? I mean, you were the one, and I did suggest cockroaches, but you were the one that were thinking of fireflies up to this point, you know? Why cockroaches all of a sudden right now? They became fireflies afterwards, but cockroaches don't disappear just like that. So they occupied this place. Do you understand now? I'll pretend that I know what you're talking about. Oh my god, cockroaches are actually so annoying to get rid of. If you find one in your house, you should be scared because you'll always find more than one. And what are those? Those... Those are the photos of my best memories. But they're blank. I stared at them so intensely that I burned them with my eyes. Now they're just covering the cracks in the walls. Cracks? Forget it. Are we continuing the search or what? Okay. We are. So, does this mean that she just doesn't have any good memories, or all the good memories are just gone in her thoughts? It's kind of worrying. I look down. My school bag, worn down and silly, is almost screaming of its own uselessness. From another angle, it looks like a full belly. Its contents are also regurgitating, decomposing, and turning into a sticky, mushy substance. Wait, that's her bag? Her school bag? What a cool image. That's a cool sure, whatever you want to think. I wouldn't call it cool, but sure. I need to remember this. Totally not cool. Tell me what's inside your bag instead. Nothing special. Mostly just all sorts of books. I've taken out all the pens and notebooks out of there, and I'm not interested in anything else. You used to go to school, didn't you? I mean, she obviously didn't used to live like this all the time. Like, she's definitely hikikomori and neat, you know? Judging from the fact that her room is all sprayed out like this, she has to struggle with talking to people, but kind of wondered how she used to be before all of this, you know? Yeah, I did. I had a blast all the way. Are you sure you understood my question? Do you think everything in my life should be doom and gloom? Well, you're wrong. Alright, so what did you like the most there? Well, the rooms are really bright, not like a home. Wait, that's your best memory of school? The room was really bright? Don't rush me, let me remember. Alright, take your time, take your time. No rush. Well, the beds were also soft, and the food was nice. Wait, you had beds at school? By the way, I attended all the classes. The others always skipped. They probably got told off so hard. I smiled gently, absorbed in warm memories. Wait, so one of the warm memories that you have is the fact that you were the only few people that attended classes, and the fact that the others who skipped classes got scolded and reprimanded. That gives you warm memories. You never graduated though. Yeah. Do you remember your last day there? It was a normal day. Dad picked me up earlier than usual. He told me that I'm already too old for the school curriculum. I also realized that some time ago the tasks were way too easy. Then we got into the car and went home. Mom greeted us there. We had dinner and went to our rooms. And what happened then? Gosh. I think I know where this is going, but we'll see what happens. I don't remember, and does it even matter? Well, I mean, just tell me about it again. Is your memory that bad? Please. Oh, fine. That day, Dad picked me up from school earlier, explaining to me that I need to grow up. It's not like I could completely grasp what he said, or meant. Either way, I didn't resist. We got into the car and went home. Mom greeted us there. We had dinner together, and went to our separate rooms. Satisfied? I don't know. There's something that she's not telling us. The fact that it was it her last day? She went to school? Her dad told her to grow up, or something like that. And then she just went to her room, that's it? That can't be it. There's something missing. Dad dragged me out of the school building while I was scratching and biting. The teachers didn't interfere. That scene was ordinary for them. Who knows what that little brat has done? Then he pushed me into the car, and we drove home in complete silence. Mom greeted us there. We had dinner together. We went to our separate rooms. Please, let's not discuss this any further. Yeah, the story's changing. You've told us a lot, and I know it probably hurts, but there's still something that I feel like you're leaving out. Like, it's embarrassing, yeah, and you were throwing a temper tantrum, but the fact that it's an ordinary day for the teachers, you know, and just, just, just explain it, the full story. Dad bought milk on our way home. Again. I hate milk so much. Mom wasn't home. Again. I hate Mom so much. What happened next? Suddenly, I feel someone's eyes on my back. Knowing that these moments should never be ignored, I turn around. But there's nothing there. What happened next? Everything that happened next happened after something that led to everything that happened after what had happened. I look at my bag again, light pouring into the room through the window glints on the metal parts. And there's also a shadow underneath it, which means it's real. Sadly. The speech sounds? Wait, what speech sounds? Is she like speaking differently? Or like the sound effect is like different now? I was so immersed in like the actual story that I didn't even realize it. Like the first game where the text box faded away when she was opening up to us, and I had to get pointed out for that. Whatever, I don't care anyway. I almost ended up kicking the bag in a fit of sudden anger, but I managed to stop myself in the nick of time. She was talking? It might have been, yeah, it was probably just her thoughts. I think, like, the thoughts are just when she's not actually speaking it. So, it probably was that. If I move it even an inch, the whole picture will collapse and I'll go blind. It's already happened, countless times. What do you mean you'll go blind? I've spent months memorizing the location of every item in my room. That's why I can see them so clearly and vividly. You won't get it. I mean, I get it. But I know what you mean. Look at your feet. I look down and see that a small insect is crawling toward me from my bag. It's barely glowing. It can't even fly. I guess this firefly is really tired. I bend down to pick it up. The firefly starts glowing brightly as soon as I touch it, and then it flies up. There you go, boy. Good job. After doing a victory lap around the room, it flies toward me with high speed. I shut my eyes, anticipating the firefly to enter my ear. That's exactly what happens. After it gets inside, it buzzes for a little while and then goes silent. I don't know if I want to anticipate some bug entering my ear. I've had bugs fly into my ear before, and it's not a good feeling. And if it goes quiet while it's in your ear, I'd be a bit worried. But like I said, you do you. This one is kind of sad. Wonder why. It doesn't matter. What matters is that it's no longer alone. Sure, let's continue searching, I guess? Was that really... So her dad was still alive when... There's some music on. Yeah, her dad was still alive back then when she quit school. And he went out to buy milk. And we know for a fact that her dad was unalive. at some point because she saw what happened to his body afterwards and she got extremely traumatized from that. But the fact that, you know, he bought milk that day and that's what stuck with her ever since makes me feel like there might have been something a bit more to that story on that day. But we'll see what happens. So, what about this? Oh, it's the same radio. The fan? What's so funny about that? I imagine myself being a firefly that is looking straight at a giant fan. And? I'd be so jealous. The only thing preventing it from flying is a cage it's locked in. And the cable. Do I have bagged milk in real life? No, I don't. I've never seen bagged milk in my life. And the fact that that's a thing is kind of weird, honestly. Like, sorry, people from Canada, but that's kind of a sus way to hold milk, honestly. Go, go put it in cartons, like actual, like people. I think the fact that they're buying bags of milk probably is an indicator that they're either in Canada or the dev just wanted to make bagged milk because the dev is from Canada. It's like an inmate if you think about it. It's so sad. I mean, I wouldn't be the first one to feel sad about a fan, but sure. A bagged milk stream? I don't even know where I'd be able to buy milk. Bagged milk. Can you get that off Amazon? Let's continue searching. Actually, I don't think that you can even, like, order milk from the mail. It would go bad, probably. Hmm. Oh, this book. This is my sketchbook. Half of its pages are blank, which means it'll still be good for a couple of years. You draw that? Wait, I just realized what that said. Half the sketchbook is already filled, but it'll last you a couple of years. You draw that rarely? Why? Isn't that obvious? If I run out of pages, I'll have to buy a new sketchbook. I can't get to the stationery store on foot, so I'll have to take the bus. Do you even realize what kind of nightmare that can turn into? And yeah, like, I don't think there's any place around me that would sell bagged milk locally. I would actually want to try it at some point. I want to see if the quality of milk inside a bag is any higher or lower than the quality of milk inside of a carton, you know? Milk ranking stream someday. Well, maybe you can ask your mom to... I want to, but we both know the answer to that, you know? Asking mom for anything right now, that's almost a good joke. I get closer to the sketchbook, stepping over the wires, the sleeping bag, the cracks in the laminate, and the window's reflection. The sketchbook is lying on the stool. For my height, it looks like the stool is missing two legs. I squat and look again. All the legs are in place. Will I be able to think of an interesting allegory? Okay. Look, not everything has to be, you know, a deep meaning for something else, okay? It can just be a stool. It can just do its function. I stand up and study the sketchbook from inches away. Its pages are pure white. The last drawing is buried on the previous page, the way it should be. Too bad. I'd love to see it. Maybe next time. A sudden gust of chilly wind breaks into the room and makes the pages rustle. Oh my god. Dude, The trope where the wind opens up the pages at the exact moment of coincidence that it should. I shut my eyes. A distinctive sound of pages turning echoes with headache in my head. I know what's going to happen. The rustling has stopped, even though the wind is still howling from every direction. It can only mean one thing. The notebook is conveniently open on the first page. Whoa, how could that have happened? It's almost like we're in a game where coincidences like these just tend to happen out of nowhere. If I wait a little longer, the wind will close it. I won't have to look. If I wait a little longer. If I wait... Just open your eyes. Just get it over with. Just deal with it. Nope. It's okay, just do it. No way. I know you're lying. Just calm... Are you just gonna spend the entire rest of this time with your eyes closed? Because you're gonna have to open your eyes at some point. No. Just calm down. Nope. Calm down. No. Just calm down. I mean, you're pretty calm yourself, I guess. No. Calm down. Just calm down. Calm down. Fine, if you want me to deal with my stupid sketchbook, let's do it then. I open my eyes with the utmost caution. The notebook is still open in the middle. No drawings, nothing. The pages are still pure white. Did I imagine it? I don't know, did you? You're the smart one here, you tell me. Oh, next time don't close your eyes and you won't have to imagine if you thought of it or not. What did you... I couldn't finish speaking because the pages started moving again. Don't close your eyes this time. Don't make me do it. I'm scared. Just trust me. The rustling grows louder. The pages lift up. I can almost see the outlines of drawings on previous pages. No way. Everything that is in the past should stay in the past. You couldn't convince me. That's it. I'm closing my eyes. Look there. A barely visible light seeps through the pages. With every new gust, it becomes brighter and brighter. Alright, my guess at this point, it's probably a picture of her family, you know, very happy and all. That'd be the cliche choice, but I would probably go with what she wanted to do before she became like introverted and stayed at home all day. It's like her aspirations maybe. Let's see. A firefly. The wind immediately stops. For a moment, the world sinks into perfect silence, but only for a moment. The buzz that has been haunting me fills the surroundings, but it doesn't matter now. Goodness gracious, little boy, you made me so scared. The firefly blinks, flies up and enters my ear, buzzing loudly all the way. I spend some time looking for the perfect spot in my head, but then its buzzing dies down. Phew. I don't like the allegory of having these thoughts in your head like fireflies. Having bugs in your head just sounds so uncomfortable. Are you okay? We're running short on time, so let's continue searching. So what was in the notebook after all, or the sketchbook? I guess literal brain worms. Yeah, I guess pretty much. There's still a lot of stuff we can... Whoa. No, I don't want to finish searching yet. There's still a lot of stuff that we have to go through. Let's try, umbrella? The umbrella emanates a faint sense of coolness. No wonder. It's the only thing that defends me against the thunderclouds that gander under my ceiling. It's such a blessing that it can do it without my help. I think I remember reading somewhere that an umbrella is actually, like, it's bad luck to open an umbrella inside a building. That, and if you open it inside a building, you also inconvenience everyone else because it's so stupid big. Still, a firefly won't hide in a place like that. It'll catch a cold and be unable to fly. But you don't want to check it? Yeah, I mean, they could be literally anywhere. There was a firefly literally stuck inside the pages of your sketchbook that was closed. Why? I'm sure we won't find anything there. That's it? Are you sure? Are you double sure? Let's try shelf. I doubt it. All of the compartments are locked. What if... I don't even want to think about what's inside. Who knows what I'll end up imagining. Why do you have to imagine it? I mean, whatever is in there is in there. You have to deal with it at some point. It's in your room. If you don't want to deal with something that's in your room, why would it even exist in the first place in there, you know? Try laptop? I look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years, so it's covered with a layer of dust thick as my finger. Alright, that's kind of actually... That's actually... You'd think that someone who would be inside all day, like a NEET, would probably spend a lot of their time just, you know, on their laptop. I mean, in this day and age at least. But I'm not a NEET, so I wouldn't know. A bizarre atom. I fear it. Why? It's a long and boring story. Wonderful! Tell us about it. I insist. Please. I want to hear. I don't remember how it appeared in my room. One of my parents probably brought it here because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure, I've spent like whole days in front of the screen. Games, drawing, engineering, calculator, 3D modeling. Wow. The heck, you're talented. So much fun stuff to do. You had amusing hobbies. Yeah, I did. Before entering the web. Imagine this. You're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. Did you imagine? As always, your analogies are spot on, even if they don't make sense half the time. Alright, I imagined it, even though I have no thoughts. Alright, so you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living, okay? Okay... Wonderful. And here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives... If you just don't want to talk about it, you can tell us. You can tell us that you don't want to talk about it, and that's it. You don't have to, bring us around like this. You want to talk about something else? Alright, jeez. Yeah, you're gonna bring it up at some point anyways. On one wonderful day, someone digs you up from your hamster house and brings you to the pet store. Now your new home is a cage. It's way more comfortable and warm compared to the underground. Yeah, this is actually the secret lore of Hamtaro, but, the producers for that show don't want you to know that. This is the prequel. And the most important part, you have a lot of neighbors here. Their cages are identical to yours. And the other hamsters look identical to you. That means you are all the same. Yeah, Hamtaro Season 0 coming in 2024. Apart from the fact that they were born at that shop. Wow, Hamtaro got dark. And you'll ask, what does all that indicate? And I'll tell you, nothing at all. I forgot what I was even talking about. Maybe we should just stop talking in analogies so that, we can just get straight to what you actually are trying to get to say, Alright, let's start over. This time, try to avoid your stupid hamster analogies. You know, I'm not at fault here. So, I had a lot of friends online. Tens, hundreds of them. Impossible to count. Is it impossible though? I had exactly 317 of them. Wait, you kept track of that? Or are they more like followers or something like that? Though I guess nobody counts the exact number of hamsters when they walk into a pet shop. Hey, don't get distracted. Yeah, last time you got into an analogy, you already forgot what you were even thinking of. Yeah, this can't end well. Friends? 317 friends online, quote unquote. From my 317 friends, 68 were into gaming, just like me. 130 of them like drawing, just like me. The remaining 119 were into calculators and 3D modeling equally, just like me. Literally, for real. FR, FR. When I say equally, I don't mean 59 and a half friends on each side. Alright? Yeah, this game is actually an allegory for every person ever online. You can split numbers evenly, no problem, but math doesn't work like that when it comes to friends. A major conundrum, right? You just tell us what you need to know, please. Of course I knew that no real people exist on the web. Yeah, sorry to say, but if you ever talk with anyone online, they're probably a bot, or an AI, or they're an FBI agent. This is the truth. This is the fact of the matter. This is how it is online. If I disappear tomorrow, don't say I didn't warn you. I also understood that all of my friends die the moment I turn off my laptop. But I still wasn't even a bit worried. See, in this day and age, if you had a smartphone, you can keep your friends with you through the thick and thin, through everywhere you need to go, even if you shut off your PC. But I still wasn't even a bit worried. Why? Do you know what computer programs consist of? It's just a combination of numbers. Which means my friends are also numbers. Isn't that amusing? Yeah, why would you... I guess I can see where this is getting at, but why would you call them friends if you don't see them as anything more than numbers? They're basically followers at that point. As if like you're on the funny social media sites that everyone adds you on. They'll say that they're your friends, they'll follow you, but there's not really any interaction of them outside of, you know, the vapid, hey, how are you doing? What are you up to? All that stuff. I mean, everyone who shares my interests is my friend. I don't care whether they know about my existence or not. Anyways, as I was saying, every program has its own algorithm and purpose, its mathematical formula. And if you solve that formula, you'll be able to predict that program's behavior at any moment. The longer you speak, the less I follow. I think you've lost me. You don't need to follow me around, just listen. I sit on the floor and the laptop screen ends up right in front of me. The only thing reflected in it is my dim face. A web person is a random picture and a random string of letters. Words and actions from the web person are just executable code. Is this meta? Is this speaking about the game itself, or like I don't know, it's getting a bit weird for me at this point now. Not the fact that you were trying to imagine this game as an adventure point and click game, but hey, let me know if you need a break. I think I need a break. One day someone appeared from that... Oh god. Oh god. I think I know where this is actually going now. From that point on, my laptop was always on. There are no real people on the web, but he was good at pretending. At some moments, I let him trick me. Hey look! Huh? Suddenly a firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop's event grill. I reach for it. It gets on top of my palm, blinking all the while. I think it's trying to say something. I can see that myself, if only I knew what. Looks like a cipher. You want to crack it? Yeah, you're a computer whiz. Apparently, you're good at mathematics, 3D modeling, drawing, gaming. You are literally a genius. You can probably solve this very easily. I changed my mind. I absolutely have no desire to find out what it wants to say. The firefly stopped glowing for a moment after that. Then it starts glowing again, as if coming back to its senses. For some time, it thinks about the further course of actions, then flies up and dashes into my ear. Let's continue searching. Yeah, what about your story? Although, I think I can figure out where that was heading. You must be mad at me for interrupting you. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, look, if someone's opening up to you and has a really deep and meaningful story that means a lot to them, you can't just cut them off like that. Even if, like, something conveniently nice happens, you gotta let them. They're opening up to you. If you cut them off like that, it'll be a lot harder for you to have an opportunity for them to open up to you again. If you do everything right, I'll finish my story. Maybe. Do you promise? I promise. And if you forget, then remind me with a code word, for example. What code word? I'll think of one later. Well, what if you forget about the code word and giving us a code word, huh? Fine, I'll just trust you then. And for now, let's just keep searching for my fireflies. This room is trashy, so let's go talk about the trash. I get close to the waste bin and look inside it with curiosity. Pill packaging, notebook pages, and other garbage. Boring. There's nothing here. Indeed, no self-respecting firefly would hide in a heap of garbage. Can't disagree with you here. It's kind of interesting that, even though we could finish searching, like the game offers us to finish searching, we can still like find more fireflies. So maybe we'd get different like endings depending on how many fireflies we found. Are you serious? What's wrong? Just think about it. Why would fireflies be attracted to light? I thought that's how they worked. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't insects in general attracted to light? I think they're quite self-sufficient already in that regard. Well, excuse me, I'm sorry. All of a sudden you're some entomologist? I think that's what they're called. Insect expert? So you can do it all, apparently. You're good at drawing, you're good at 3D modeling, you have a ton of friends online, you can game properly. Well, only if they purposely want to lower their self-esteem. Their self-esteem? Being attracted to more lights? Let's talk about the meds, I guess. Oh god. I look at the amount of pills and it makes me feel dizzy. I don't want to think about it, I don't. What's wrong? I've almost skipped my dose for today. How reckless. I could have died. Hey, calm down. You already fixed that. Yeah, because you ordered me to. I didn't order you to. I suggested that you should take your meds. But the choice is yours in the end. Of course not. It's what saved me. Well, it's reasonable, I guess. I heave a deep sigh, come closer and extend my hand. Wow, it's warm. The moment those words leave my lips, one of the bottles overturns. Pills rain down from it, and along with them, a firefly! Hooray! After circling above my head a couple of times, it finally lands in my palm. The firefly rushes up my arm. Upon reaching my shoulder, calls straight into my ear. My mind becomes a bit clearer. It feels like these fireflies, they actually were like her thoughts that she never really wanted to deal with, which is kind of interesting because all of them tend to be pretty bad or unpleasant thoughts or memories. But she seems pretty happy when she finds said fireflies, so I don't know what the deal is with that. Like, maybe it's like a symbol, some symbolism for the fact that even though we have bad memories or thoughts or experiences that we have to deal with that we never want to remember, the fact that we can look back on them and reflect on them and maybe grow as a person from those memories helps us grow as a person in general. This is my sleeping bag. It's soft and warm. I'm sure that no living creature would be able to resist the temptation to spend a minute or two inside. They'd want to dig deep into it with a couple of favorite items, close their eyes, and then... Oh, hey, did you just fall asleep? Yeah, we're kind of in the middle of something here. Huh? I gently slap my cheeks to return to my... You were actually falling asleep? You ask us to help you search for your fireflies, and then you go to sleep? The gall? Holy... It's already way past midnight. Usually I'd be sleeping like a log at this time. But right now I can't. Let's continue searching. You look exhausted, Joe. Jeez. Like, take it from me. Someone who knows exhaustion front and back. You look tired. Maybe we should actually, like, go to sleep soon. Maybe we'll find something inside. Nah, my thoughts don't have a feature of putting to sleep. Quite the contrary, they always cause insomnia, just like tonight. What? I said searching here is meaningless. Well, like I said, everyone has those thoughts in the middle of the night before you go to bed that just keep you up. It's really hard to just organize them all into something coherent, something that you can just sleep on at some point, especially if it's something that you did that you don't really want to think about. Alright, what is this? Oh, alright. We had to deal with this at some point. I guess we just have to be sus. I really hope they don't make a joke about that. It's not easy to get out of here. That's it? That's it? Alright. I can dig this music. I think that's everything. I don't see anything. Yeah, during the day and the night, like, having to deal with dumb thoughts, like, whatever you have to deal with, it's annoying. But what can you do? We found all the fireflies. Amazing. I guess. I've managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. I think everyone deserves a chance to be happy. No matter who you are or what you have to do. If I lose something and then find it, it's just going to go straight back to the starting point. No changes at all. A zero sum. And happiness is always about being positive, right? You shouldn't think too much. It hurts you. This is true. This is actually true. I want to sleep. How about you get some fresh air before sleeping? What do you mean? I'll go to the balcony and breathe in some air. Yeah, I mean, already open, might as well. I can't. Her bed is right next to the door. Doesn't that get cold? Somehow, those words triggered a panic attack in me. I subconsciously step away from the balcony. I don't think that's a good idea. I can already guess why that's not a good idea. This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. There's no way somebody can... Okay, that's kind of a... Let's just stay here. Yeah, she's unironically everyone, for real. For real. What are you trying to do? What's with this silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course. Hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year, or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time still being me. Ridiculous. Like milk outside a bag of oh my god, she said the thing. She said the title. It's crazy. And yet... You don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that our time is running short. Roll credits? Yeah, this is it. You could have just ended the game right there when the title dropped. Perfect time. You won't take another pill. Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And the day after tomorrow. And never, ever. I guess this is goodbye then. No. I have one more small favor to ask. A really, really small one. What is it? I've blurted it out way too much today. A lot of stuff that I want to forget forever. So it was. Those were like the thoughts that she really just didn't want to deal with. But collecting them helped her deal with those thoughts. Because, you know, as much as we want to avoid bad memories, experiences, we have to confront them at some point. You can try to make them hide. You can try to push them away. But at some point they're always going to come back to you, you know? I don't blame you, but was it really necessary? You'll see tomorrow. No, I don't think I'll be able to sleep like this. Fine. One more favor. What is it? I nervously scratch my wrists and bite my lower lip. Wait, you're afraid to tell me? We've been through so much already. Like, it can literally just be... It's just a favor. Come on, just spit it out. I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen. So, alright. If you don't want to tell us, then you don't have to tell us. But I'll still be here until you tell us. Ah, you bully. No, you. I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of my room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. Of course I'll believe you. I mean, I'm literally you. For real. I know. It was a joke. Well, anyway, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lied down, started imagining that I'm always watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected of places, bulging eyes with trembling pale pupils. It was really scary, you know? And one day, I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room and couldn't move for a while. And then silhouettes, letters, and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible. And well-deserved, I guess? I felt like I was caught on the biggest lie in the world. Yeah, I felt exactly like that. After that, I stopped. But the silhouettes, the letters, and the eyes stayed here. I guess they like this place. They always follow in my wake, peeping at me. And I'm kinda scared. Can't even argue with them. But today... Well... Just tell us. Still listen. The voices in the walls. They're listening. They can hear us. Just use your hands, I guess. Alright. I start chaotically twirling my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. I just realized she's sleeping on a sleeping bag, and not like an actual bed. Or is that a futon? No, that's a sleeping bag. You want me... You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Shh. I was trying so hard here, don't you get it? They'll hear you. Relax, nobody can hear you, except me, the voice in your walls. So, what do you say? I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them. Well, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Yeah, that sounds silly. Who would continuously talk over and over for like 2 hours straight and not stop? It's not. And meaningless. You know what you're talking about. I just know enough to realize that we'll end up wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important. Boring. Well, excuse me if I'm boring you when you're trying to go to sleep. Fine. Just close your eyes. Uh-oh. Wait, this is like how the original game was. I wake up on a wooden bench. In front of me lies a narrow, dimly lit alley. An awfully familiar road. Where could I have seen it? Finally. I hear a voice coming from the side. I turn around and see a boy with a weird expression on his face. You're late. Wait, who the heck is this? Who are you? Boy blinks in bewilderment. We're not going anywhere like this. Try again. Then he takes a very deep breath. Hello, Rem. Welcome to the stream. I have no idea how far we are into this game, but I feel like we're either halfway in or mostly near the end. You are late. I stare at him confused. He stares back, also confused. Sorry? The boy nods, satisfied. See? Much better. Do you have a name? My name's Tresca. Who the heck is Tresca? I give the brat an evaluating look. He's so young, yet already coming at me with questions like that. None of your business. I just realized that we don't even know what her name is. And besides, will anyone tell me what I'm doing here? Okay, that's rude. It's not like there's somebody else here besides me. Haven't they told you anything? I know all there is to know for one. About what? You're obligated to escort me to the store. Tresca says that and strikes a victory pose. Why would she be obligated to take you, some random person she never met before, to the store? You do understand that refusal is futile. Well, aren't you full of yourself? I'm serious. I'm not the one who decided that. Do you think I'm delighted with your company? I mean, you look pretty happy that she's here, that I'm here. He's weird. Constantly shifting between happiness, sadness, loudness, silence. He's a wacko. And his name is stupid. Yeah, what kind of name is Tresca? Sorry to anyone whose name is Cheska. Are we going or what? You can go and I need to think. I'd be happy to, but I don't know the way. Then I guess we're both just gonna stay here. Cheska puts on a cunning smile. I bite my lower lip in frustration. I'll be honest, I don't like you. He simply bursts out laughing in reply. I do like you though. My god, is this a confession? He even grabs my hand. Oh my gosh. Jeez, slow down. We just met. I don't have time to retort. Lead the way. Our trip to the store went fine, if not for the fact that Cheska was walking way faster than me. Why is he... If he doesn't know the way to the store, how come he's leading? On the other hand, at times he stopped abruptly and went backwards, studying the ground underneath his feet. In the end, the trip took a lot longer than it should. After reaching the store's doors, we are greeted by a sign. We're closing in 20 minutes. Who had the bright idea to indicate their working hours in this way? They probably have some special staff for this, someone who runs to change the sign every 5 minutes. It's convenient. Convenient? I'm not even sure what that is. Maybe it's like... I don't know. I have no idea what that is. I can only read out 20. Also, if your job was to change the store sign every 5 minutes, you better be being like paid really nicely for that. That sounds so annoying. Are you joking? Yeah. Nice joke, dummy. You're so annoying. Much better than being boring. How old are you, by the way? None of your business. And what's your name? None of your business. Yeah, you literally just grabbed us, took us to the store, and now you want to, like, suddenly know more about us before anything else happens? I don't know what this kid's deal is, honestly. I was ready to slap the living hell out of the brat, but a scary-looking man suddenly appeared behind the glass. He was holding a cardboard sign that says, "We're closing in 15 minutes." Let's go. What are you waiting for? Huh? Oh, yeah, I guess. After another round of realizing, or going across the long row of canned products, we realized that we're lost. I can't believe you don't know where they sell milk. I know I just realized this, but even though it's similar to the first game, the chat box border isn't there. I wonder if that means anything. I can't believe you don't know where they sell milk. Maybe we should ask somebody for directions? Sure. Hey, wait up. Cheska lets go of my hand and walks confidently toward one of the few store's customers. That person is standing with their back to us, studying something on the shelf. Hello, can I can't hear the second part of his question, nor the reply he gets, but for my good-for-nothing friend freezes in place, looking the customer straight in the eye. I hurry toward them. Yeah, it meant that she was opening up to us last time, but I don't know, we don't really have like a choice. We're just watching this happen. Is he yours? The customer talks to me. He speaks with disgust while wearing a scornful expression. If he's yours, please get him away from me. Yeah, I'm sorry. I grab Cheska's hand and lead him away. He's still looking at the customer, his mouth ajar and eyes popped. He's also shaking. Oh god, this guy also spilled his spaghetti. So it's not just us that finds Cheska really weird and annoying, I guess. Only when we turn around the corner, Cheska calms down. What was that? I I got so scared, he said. What? No, not again! Suddenly Cheska starts screaming like crazy. I cover his mouth with my hand. His face is burning, he's crying. Why would you want to go to the store if you're just gonna have a meltdown in the store? Like, seriously, what's your deal? You don't understand. Of course I don't. I don't understand anything. Annoying other people is still wrong, though. This is something you don't understand, it seems. You're mean. Who, me? Cheska pushes me away and runs off. So, I think I also sort of understand what's going on, but we'll let it play out for a bit. At the edge of my vision, I see the store's staff hang a new sign on the door. There you are. I meet Cheska at the cash register. Before that, I managed to visit the milk department after finding out where it was. Hey you, move! I hear an angry voice coming from the other side of a long queue that has formed after Cheska. I squeeze through toward him. What happened? The boy doesn't respond, he just looks at his feet and sniffs. The cashier towers over him. There's a bag of milk lying between them. Is he yours? Yeah. Just leave him home next time. People in the queue nod in agreement. Pay for the goods, please. Yeah, of course. And the waiting fee. A waiting fee? You heard me. I did, but that's unheard of. Cheska starts giggling all of a sudden. Oh, and for the fact that your son is a retard too. Jeez, I mean, yeah, he might have held up your line, but there's no need to call him names. Christ. But, you heard me. You know what? In a fit of rage, I throw a banknote to the cashier, of much higher value than needed, even counting in all the stupid fees, then grab a bag of milk and turn around on my heels. We're leaving, Cheska. Come on, let's get out of here. Everyone there sucks, they're cringe. We spend the whole trip back in silence. At some point, we end up turning right toward a gas station. There, Cheska finally breaks the silence. Do you like ice cream? No. Okay. I'll look at the boy's face. A light flickers in his eyes for a brief moment and then goes out. You know, he turns away from the path and walks straight toward the highway. Oh god, with determination. I stare at his back, confused. Oh gosh. I think I know what's going on now. It seems like you're not helping me at all. A new playful light flickers in Cheska's eyes. Oh, you know what? I can't believe Shaft stole the idea of the health tilt from this game. That's crazy. This guy, the dev should sue them. Well, that was an experience. I think that game definitely expanded on a lot of the stuff that was left hanging from the first game. It was definitely a lot more immersive. It wasn't as meta as the first game, even though I guess she was sort of pretending that the game was, you know, a game. in her world. But I guess everything in here was her coming to terms with what happened on that day when they were buying milk with her dad. I guess the one question I have is I don't really know why the dad did what he did, assuming that the events from her dream played out with the way that it happened in real life for her. But maybe it's meant to be ambiguous, or maybe it's gonna open up the prospects for a sequel. So we'll see. I still don't know the significance of that black circle that she was like really scared of in the first game. Maybe it was like the fact that when she like saw what happened, maybe it was like the moon or something. Certain choices are hard to get. Yeah, I think I'll try replaying this, but probably maybe another time. I definitely want to think more about what happens with that game. It's just really, it's tough, you know? Hold on, let me switch to something less ominous out of this. And switch here. And that's better, slightly, I guess. Yeah, I'll try maybe revisiting that game sometime later down the line. Yeah, I could use some light-hearted music after everything that went through there in that game. That game was really, really atmospheric. Like, I enjoy those types of games where it's, you know, not as... It wasn't really scary, but it was very thought-provoking. And obviously people deal with that type of stuff, that type of trauma, like, on a daily basis. It didn't really end with her coming... I wouldn't say it ended on a good note. I mean, obviously, because, you know, she did confront that memory with her dad. But, you know, like in real life, things don't usually have a happy ending, so... I gotta say that I did enjoy that game for making it feel like how things turn out realistically. It's not just like a happy ending for everyone. Almost never usually is when it comes to stuff like that people have to deal with. But, you know, in any case, that'll do it for now. I'm still considering maybe playing a different game. Don't know if it'll be tonight or tomorrow, but back to back, those milk games, those were pretty tough, yeah, to deal with. I want to try playing something a bit more, a change of mood from that. So we'll see what happens. I've got a few new games that I do want to stream at some point that I got from the winter sale. So if things turn out properly for tonight, maybe tonight. If not, then hopefully tomorrow, maybe around the same time. But I appreciate you guys being here throughout that game. It was pretty cool. It was my first time playing that game. I wanted to play that game for a while, and I'm glad I did. So thanks for coming. And until then, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good rest of your day. I totally left my mic on when I was drinking that boba. I am so sorry.